Hi! I'm doing that thing where I talk to the camera and pretend like you care what I have to say. I just wanted to take some time to talk about the Cyberpunk 2077 controller that I made, the PlayStation 5 version. Yes, this was a plain white PlayStation 5 controller when it started, and this is what it looks like now. And I'll give you guys a little bit more detail with the camera work on what this looks like now. But I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about that controller and the tutorial that accompanies it. So, yes, I'm doing tutorials still. It is something that I love to do. I can't do it as often as I would like to because it is just not in the cards for me. However, right now I'm in between jobs, so I am able to focus a little bit more on some projects that I have kind of been neglecting, such as my paranormal documentary, which I am really about to hit that like super hard, and it's a 3-part series I'm trying to get out. Blah blah blah. Back to talking about the controller. In the tutorial, I show you some things, a Dawn dish soap technique, and then also some techniques to get your water slide decal paper to look like it's been painted on. Like the graphics that are on this, they look like they've been painted on. I did that with this stuff, Microsol and Microset. I talk a little bit about that in the new tutorial. That new tutorial is going to be up and live only for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I'm shutting it down. It's going to be a private link only, and it is only going to be available to people who are donating to me on my Patreon. That's some big news. And some of you are like, well, why? Why would you do that? That's not fair. I want to be able to watch this stuff. Yeah, I understand that. But here's the catch, right? All you have to do is give me $1. $1. $1. You can afford $1. You wipe your ass with more than $1 every month. Okay? Now look, I've been giving this stuff away for free, and it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of people, but in order to keep doing these kinds of things and then giving them away, that's the big thing. I want to be able to give these away to people, especially to the people who deserve it, which are the people who are supporting my channel. I've done giveaways in the past, and in those giveaways, it turned out that the people that I was giving the things away to did not really care about the channel one way or the other. I never saw them again, never heard from them before, and never heard from them after, and I'm just not doing that. If I'm going to invest some money into some of this stuff, which, believe me, I am investing all of my own money into it, 100%, then it needs to go to somebody who cares. So if that's you, go over to the Patreon. Check it out. Link is in the description. There are a few tiers that you can sign up for. $1 gets you the tutorials. That's it. Like, just $1 gets you the tutorials. If you want to be entered in giveaways, it's $5. And I'm not going to be giving away this controller until we reach at least 15 people giving me $5. It's fair. It's a fair thing to do. The Dawn dish soap technique was super cool, super fun thing to do. And the reason why I went ahead and did that on this project is because in the poll, I asked what people wanted to see. Do you want to see Cyberpunk 2077, or do you want to see the Dawn dish soap technique? At the time that I made the decision that I was going to do it, it was 50-50. It ended up being 59% leaning towards the Cyberpunk, and then 41% leaning towards the Dawn dish soap technique. And hey, you know what? If you look at the controller, then you can see the 59% of it is Cyberpunk 2077, and maybe 41% of it is actually Dawn dish soap. So it works! The last video I did like this was the PlayStation 4 Pro Red Dead Redemption 2 theme, and that one it was before the pandemic had hit. I went out to places, I was in public, I was in places where they don't know what they're talking about or what they're doing, but I go to those places anyway because sometimes I can actually find what it is I'm looking for. Most of the time the people there are no help, but that's okay. As long as you are innovative, you can figure out a way. I didn't want to go out in the public this time. I ordered everything online except for the spray paint, and I mean, I'm not going to take... I just didn't think about taking the camera with me. I mean, it was my phone, but I didn't think about it, okay? I didn't think about filming me buying spray paint. It's boring. Who wants to see that? No one wants to see that at all. What you do want to see is what it took to make this thing. So, here's everything it took to make this thing in about 1 minute. Here we go. Woo! It's high tech. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It makes me feel things in my no-no places. It's this. And your no-no places can be tickled too. I mean, as long as you want them to be. Otherwise, it's illegal. No direct contact. I didn't touch you. You can't put me in jail. You're a liar. So here it is again. Super cool. And I mean, it really does feel, it's just like one of those things about this controller. I didn't sand at all before putting the paint on. A lot of people like to ask me, is sanding appropriate? Even though in that one video I said, if you do that, I'll come to your house and suffocate you with my butt cheeks. You still chose to ask that question. No, you don't always have to sand, but if you do a project where you're not sanding, and I mean, I always recommend sanding. I always recommend it, but clearly it can be done without sanding. If you don't want to sand, use Rust-Oleum. And also make sure to primer your project. Always primer your project. Always, 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 always. It turned out looking phenomenal. This is one of the best controllers I think I've ever made. Some people might disagree. You might not like the color scheme. And when I look back on it, I kind of wish that I would have used more synthwave style colors. You know, more purples, more pinks. Either way, it turned out looking cool. And I absolutely adore this controller. I really do. I think it looks really, really good. One of the reasons why I went with the white controller was because I knew I wanted the buttons. I wanted the buttons to be white. I had to paint these, obviously, and the joysticks and the PlayStation button here. But the D-pad and these buttons were already white, and I like whenever I'm finished with a project that it actually shows the symbols that are on the buttons. Like, it's just a nice thing. It's a little bit more professional looking. I am super excited to do more of these. I really want to get back into doing, cosmetic mods. And again, that really just relies on you guys. If you guys are willing to fund me to do it, then I'm going to do it. And then, not only will the Patreons also have access to the giveaways, but you guys are going to be the only ones that have access to the tutorials. And those tutorials are going to be ad-free. Now, I'm going to run, like I said, I'm going to run that tutorial for the next 2 weeks, and there will be ads on it. But after that, it's a private thing only. It will only be available to the Patreon members. All you have to do is give me $1. Really quick, another thing that I wanted to mention is another project that I'm going to be doing videos on. This is a Batman chess piece that is for a Batman-themed DC chess set that I was conned into by those ads on Instagram, damn them. It looked like a really cool idea. $39 a month and you get 2 of these sent to you every month. When I looked at the paint job, it sucks. It does not look good. So, I hired an artist who is phenomenal. She does all kinds of stuff like this. She's gonna be painting these and also video. She's gonna record herself painting them. And then I will get that footage and then I will make it into a video of its own. And I'm going to plug the hell out of her. That sounds a little more sexual than I meant. Probably once a month we might be getting a video of just the process of the before, what it looked like before, and then her process of painting it, and then the after. And this subscription is going to last me like a year, so every month for a year we should be getting something like this. I will do my best to make time. And when it's all said and done, I'll have like a huge chess set that's just badass that I'm never ever gonna play because I don't play chess. But every man should have a chess set, and I thought, why not have a Batman chess set that I put way too much money into and never gonna play? Why not? Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is if you are a streamer and you need royalty-free music to play in the backgrounds of your streams, because some people like to do that. I don't get it, but some people like to do that. And if you're one of those people, I have got something for you. I put together a record label called Streamsongs. It is official, it is a real record label, and I have some of the most talented musicians you've never heard of. We've got synthwave, we've got lo-fi, we've got synth pop, I've got rock bands, I've got rap on there. Good variety of music. I'm trying to get more music into the playlist, but right now the big playlist has over 8 hours of non-repetitive music on it. It's awesome. So if that's something that you're interested in, check the link down below. It'll take you directly to the Spotify link. And then just favorite it, like it, follow it, and use it. Feel free to use it on your streams anytime, day or night. It's all free. You don't have to pay anything for it. There's also a link to the website down below too. having an issue with that. I'm trying to make it to where it says it's safe when you click on it, because sometimes it says it's not safe, but it's safe. It's safe. I'm Drumblanket, and I'm telling you it's safe. I'm not trying to hack your account. I hope they go for that one. I thought it was believable. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and again, I don't want this to turn you away from my channel. I really enjoy making these kinds of videos for you. I have to take the next logical step, and it seems that, you know, doing Patreon, which I've had for a while, and I've had Patreons come and go. Right now, I've got one on there. His name's Grant Gerard. Thank you, buddy, for being my one and only. I love you. Thanks again, everybody, so much, and I will see you in the next video.